So the final thing here, and one of the most important parts of this application essay is the personal essay. So this is something that is very different. It's a very different piece of writing than I think most students are asked to do in the course of their school life. I often have difficulty describing exactly what this is. I think it's easier to tell you what this essay is not. So this essay is not a letter of motivation. So it's not something where you're telling us how much you want to come to the university. We do have an essay for that, but that's not what this essay is about. This essay is not a CV. So it shouldn't be a list of your extracurricular activities or accomplishments or telling us what a great math student you are. That's not the place for this. This essay should not be anything we can find somewhere else in the application. So this is a chance to show us something new that we might not be able to know by looking at your grades or the classes that you took or your list of extracurricular activities. It's a chance to share something that's a bit more personal and something that really sets yourself apart from all the other students who are applying. One thing I like to ask students to do is to imagine you have a twin or a doppelganger, someone just like you who went to the same school, who has the same grades, who did the same sports or activities, and then imagine you're both applying to this university. What are you going to tell admissions that's going to set yourself apart from this other person? What can you tell us to make us understand who you are, what you're passionate about, how you see the world, the experiences that have made you, you. This is information that we're really excited to hear. So it's important to think about the kinds of characteristics that you want to share with us. Also, this is a really great opportunity to show off your English language skills. So this essay should be your very, very best ability to express yourself in English. And I want to emphasize here that it should be your ability, not an older sibling or a best friend or one of your parents. It still should be in your voice. So you don't want to, have your parents completely edit it and make it not sound like you. Of course, we want to see correct spelling and grammar, but you want to make sure that you don't maybe use the thesaurus too much and start using words that maybe you don't completely understand, because this comes out. We can see when students are using a voice that doesn't sound natural. So this is advice that you've probably received a lot in your life, and I know it's kind of boring advice and you're tired of hearing it, but be yourself. It's really the most important thing to just share who you are, and to do this in a natural way. It's the thing that will really serve you best in the end. So it's important to keep that in mind. Also, your writing can be complex. So it doesn't have to be a simple essay. You don't have to write in very simple language, but it shouldn't be overcomplicated. So don't write something that's so difficult to understand that admissions has difficulty following it and reading and understanding what's going along. So make sure that you're taking the reader along in a way that's understandable. So make a balance there. Also, another really important thing is to be interesting, capture our attention. From the very beginning of the essay, make it something that we're going to want to find out where this essay is going and what's going on. So don't feel afraid to get creative. Use literary devices and comparisons and tell a story, take us on a journey, surprise us, shock us in a good way. Don't shock us in a negative way, but it can be your opportunity to catch admissions attention and to set yourself apart. So please get creative and try new things. And finally, I would say it's really important to make sure that you're choosing both a good topic, so the subject that you're writing about, and a good way to write about it. So it should be creative and interesting, as one of you just asked. And it can be different kinds of formats. I've seen students submit their essay written in the form of a screenplay, or a script. I also read an essay last year where a student wrote in the form of a computer program, not actual programming language, but enough that even though I'm not a computer person at all, I could read the essay and see where the student was going with it. So feel free to try things like that. So it's perfectly fine to take these kinds of risks and try different things here.